Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. God, we've almost run out of June. You guys know I watch Musty One's channel, and this summer he's been bringing a lot of these tractors back to life, and I've been watching his videos. Some of the tractors he's worked on have like this engine exactly on them. And now if you guys remember, this is my brother's old tractor, the LT1000. I think it's like an 02, 03 vintage. He told me he hit something and the tractor died and it was dead. So I took it, you know, figuring he probably broke the keyway. What I did is I set it up on the jump pack, and I think you guys remember from yesterday, yesterday, and I checked it and I had no spark. So I disconnected this wire here, which plugs into the bottom of the coil, which appears to be the off switch. When you ground this, it shuts the tractor down. Anyway, when I took that off, it got spark. So step one in the right direction. Yay. I still wasn't sure if it had a broken keyway or not. There was a lot of stuff in here, but there wasn't a mouse nest. What it appeared to be is a lot of, you know, fluffy junk, like really shredded up leaves, and I don't know. It's like all this loose stuff, like these flower things. So anyway, I cleaned that all out, made sure the passages are all clear, because there's nothing worse than firing up an engine and then blowing it up because it overheats. I put this little hose thing on here, and I trickled gas down here, and this took a lot of gas. Like, it seemed like the whole bowl full, maybe more. I don't know, maybe it's, let's see if I can't. I'm trying to do this left-handed, and I'm not left-handed. So anyway, you guys could see it's more or less full at this point. I hooked the battery up. I hooked my jump pack to the battery. That battery appears to be dead. I choked it. Right, she's choked. Now if I hit the key, let's see what happens. Well, let's turn on the jump pack and hit the key, and let's see what happens. A whole lot of nothing. Oh, let's step on the clutch, hit the key, and turn. Now, I don't have the air filter on it, so it might be running lean when I do that. One of the strange things, though, with Musty One, he indicated that when you turn that, you should hear a click down here, and I'm not hearing that click. Are you guys hearing that click? So no click. But when I took it apart, the solenoid, the little plunger, appeared to be sticking up a little bit. So maybe that is permanently on. Which means I got to be like super religious about turning the gas off for this tractor. Because I guess what they're renowned for, and if you open this up, the float is plastic. The little needle valve, the plunger thing, is made out of plastic with a little rubber stop around the end of it here that plugs into plastic. It's like really, it's a plastic carburetor. Let's cut through the crap. So it runs. That's a big plus. I put the whole carb on the way it should with all the lines and tightened it up and all that. I got to do something obviously with the gas line, and obviously I fired it up and she runs. What I really need to do is start troubleshooting why this is permanently turned off, because if I don't do that, right, I either have to plug this wire in, which I have to do before I put it all together again, or I'm going to have to, I don't know, wherever this wire goes, I guess it goes into the harness here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like a yellow wire. Oops. Looks like a yellow wire and a black wire. The yellow wire should be the charging system. I don't know. I'm going to have to spend a few minutes looking at the way the wiring hooks up and where things plug and what's grounded out. Where my problem is. Why I have no, why this thing is turned off basically. I already bypassed the switch on the seat, so it's not that. I mean, it could be the switch on the deck. It could be, sometimes they have something on the gear shifter. I don't know if they have the clutch. I thought the clutch was only hooked up to the starter. That might not be true. Maybe it knocks out the spark also. Though I don't, why would they do two things if they don't have to? Most of the time they only do one. Anyway, so I got to troubleshoot that out. And it doesn't look like I can finish putting the engine back together again until they do that. And I also have to figure out, well, this tire, I got one tire holding air. It's not, that's not, and that doesn't appear to be either. So I need to get air in the tires. I need to put the belt back on. I guess at some point I'm going to do an oil change on it, but I'm happy. This appears to be a running tractor. The next video of it that you will see, I'll actually be taking it out to cut grass. So I didn't obviously bother with going through all the details, because you could go watch Musty One's channel and he actually does a better job. But what I am showing you in a short period of time, one could get one of these back to life. The carburetor in my case was really not in too bad a shape. It probably, if I just gave it gas, it probably would have started. It really, well, there was nasty gas in it. Probably if I dropped the bowl, gave it a quick spray, you know, to clean things up, and put the bowl back on, she probably would have fired up. But I did drop the carb, and I went through the trouble of cleaning it, and I'm kind of happy that I did, because now I don't have to say, oh, now I got to drop the carb because it's not quite right. I already went through that loop. So the carb's already done. I have to troubleshoot the why is it turned off situation, and then I got to put all the metalwork back on it, get some air in the tires, get the belt back on for the blades. Actually, I want to look the deck over a little bit better. I was able to turn the blades, and they don't seem to be in too bad a shape. But just to see what's going on. It would stink to have something loose underneath there, and then as you're cutting the grass, whatever is loose goes non-linear and destroys some expensive stuff underneath, or in a horrible way it throws the blade and actually manages to hit the operator, which would be me, or hits somebody else, you know, that 1 in a million chance it goes flying across the yard and manages to hurt somebody, right? Nobody would ever feel good about that. So that's what's next. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now, folks.